Yesterday at around 2 to 3 a.m. in the morning, my father slammed me through a table, getting up from a rocking chair, busting the rocking chair arm, slamming me through a table with metal legs that you can't even hold and bend easy. That man came home drunk, on the drugs, and on something like PCP or cocaine. He is not that strong. He's 71 years old. He walks around the house like this all day. That man picked me up like I was a feather and slammed me no problem. He's 71 years old. I am 39. I am doing 7-hour workouts back-to-back days, and I hit the wall on the third day after the second hour mark. If I didn't train, I wouldn't have been able to even deal with him at all. Meanwhile, after he pulls this stuff, he somehow gets out of the ambulance or whatever, or when they took him wherever they took him, then he gets in the car again. So these guys are letting him run around in his car while he's high on marijuana or has it in his system, which is against the law, as we all know. He was drinking and he was on some other hard drug. If they didn't pull his blood, I have some of it. So, and it's hidden. So ain't no one going to find that shit until I get to the bottom of this. Now he's got all the police out here for D District and the supervisor claiming, a restraining order. He came to this house with that restraining order. That is illegal. While I was going to go downtown and get my restraining order at the family court building, he had some thug come over here, some white boy who served time in San Quentin at West Market over here. I believe it's 1032 West Avenue, which is called now Ray's Market. This guy was inside the store. I had my helmet and all my stuff with me to go over to courts and get things done. This guy goes, "Man, you got a loud mouth," and smacks me upside the head or whatever. After a few talking, he's go ahead, say something. I'm from San Quentin, da. And he goes, "That's why you suck dick." How could you know about what happened with my sexual molestation when I was young? Some of that shit happened as early as 8 through fucking 10. Fucking my Uncle Terry's family, absolutely fucking horrible. Uncle Terry Van Valkenburg. My mother knew about all this shit. My father swears up and down, and I have him on audio recording, that he never knew about that. That's going to be finished in the street tonight, right there. And he kept pointing while I was drunk and hammered. Why are these cops letting him run around rampant when he's drinking? If that was me, I got 2 DUIs and one's a false one. How is this guy driving around hammered on drugs and nobody's arresting him in Buffalo, New York? Is there something I don't know here about my father? I mean, this is kind of ridiculous. You guys have followed all this stuff for a while. I have let the civil case know what's going on. I've let the FBI know what's going on. Right now, they're trying to figure out how to handle this restraining order because it's another cry wolf. It's the same thing that city of town of Tonawanda did to me with the court clerk when I asked, "Can I have the name and number that coordinates with this call?" Because they kept changing the price from $750 to $725, then $710 is what I paid the court clerk. You know, some of those numbers may be wrong, or adjusted. But the point is that I kept getting different amounts. And then I was told about the $25 payment plan, which landed me on this 3-year probation and then added a 5-year restraining order. That's funny because that would be past the stature of federal for a civil suit, which I just made it by 15 minutes. And 77 Eagle Street in Buffalo, New York, and 25 Delaware in Buffalo, New York, at Supreme Court, made it very, very hard at the county clerk's office to get that paperwork done. I just made it 15 minutes before the precedent of a 3-year federal case. The judge awarded me fee waiver. This is deeper than anyone knows. This man threatened me with 25 people, he said, do not like me. He said, "You're not going to like what fucking happens next." Well, he already sent one goon after me, and I took the hits to the head because it's on camera, and what am I going to do? I'm weak from fighting my father, dude. That guy I'm surprised I was able to subdue him, and I'm surprised that I wasn't able to do it right away. He had all of my stuff on my neck grabbing me, from the back and choking me out. If I didn't put a zip tie on that chain, which like I planned so that I would never get choked out, so I could break it with my neck from doing my workouts, I would be dead already. The Buffalo police failed. They waited 2 hours to come here for a DUI. That man has 2. That's strike 3. And now he's filing a restraining order on me. Everything in this house with the appliances, half of the roof, when the